Did you know self-care can be very superficial and mean nothing? It can be trendy, it can be pop culture, and it can even be commercial. Now, it's not about right or wrong or good or bad. It just means that if you follow the trends, if you choose to go with the commercial side of self-care or the pop culture soup, as I call it, I feel I can't say that because I used to lecture popular culture. So I have a little idea about pop culture. It means you're with the influencers, you are with the popular opinion. It's a little bit like trendy, a culture that has been made up for us to be consumers, for us to do whatever we're supposed to do. And at this moment, it's also about being easily controlled under surveillance. But it doesn't have to be that way. So I want to share with you what self-care means for me. Self-care means for me that you take a step out. Self-care means that you truly look after yourself here. You may be a mother, you may be a father, you may be a business owner, you may be a creative, you may be whatever you are. And I'm happy that you are showing up like that. Maybe this is not who you are, but this is the roles that you're playing. But self-care is about really taking time for you. And taking time for you has a lot to do with taking time for you without any devices. We have all gotten really addicted to this little thing that I'm speaking to right now. And very consciously, I have reduced my time on the cell phone. Interestingly, my charging is not working so well. I can get it fixed, but I actually appreciate it because that way I spend less time on that device. So self-care is recognizing what is really, really good for me. What is really caring about me. So one is the detox. I don't have a TV. Doesn't mean that you need to throw away your TV, but how much time do you spend on it? Is it a distraction? Or is it because you're watching your sports or whatever important movie or whatever? This is very important, that you choose consciously. The other part of self-care has to do with being alone. Not lonely, but really spending time on your own. And I remember a long time ago, I had a friend and fellow lecturer, and he said in his family situation, he would take time out on his own, he would take time out with his wife, and he would take time out with his daughter. And this is self-care. Self-care grounded in love. And this is where I want to take self-care today. Self-care is actually loving self. You have a body. The way we feed it, the way we move it, the way we breathe, the way we expose it to whatever we're exposing it to is self-love. But where did we learn that self-love? In the Hawaiian traditions, we call the self-reflective love, interesting word, Aloha. And it's related to our upper body and, in a way, the spiritualization of the inner feminine and masculine, Aumakua. I need to pronounce it properly. And for me, this is really, really fascinating. We cannot be in a human body without the self-reflective love. So how do we connect to the material, the body, the energy, the thoughts and the emotions, and to the spirit side through the heart? Because everything is, the center is the heart, more than the heart chakra, the center of the being. So self-care can be unique. And the most important point I want to give you today, for me, about self-care and something that we have surely lost. So apart from the detox, apart from truly spending time with self, consciously, the most important thing for me is relating to self. And that self is not the external you. The external you may be just who you think you have to be, who needs approval, who needs rewards, who needs recognition, who needs to be Superman and Superwoman. Relating to self is relating to self within. And so self-care is not just lighting a candle. It is not just going to the spa. It's just not going to a yoga class. Although all of these things can contribute, but it goes deeper. And it is a good time to take care of self. So let me get a flute for you to open up this portal into self-care, where you really appreciate and where you really step into that self without external influences. It's also radiation, it's also a lot of other things we don't need to go into. It's about how you're relating to yourself and self-love, or Aloha Ma, self-reflective love. So are you ready to tune in to self-care on these three perspectives? Let's see where it takes you. So how does that self-care feel in this vibration of self-love? I want to call it now self-sufficient, that freedom, just being with you and nothing else, and that relating to self in a unique way. Very keen to hear in the comments. So much love.